Hi everyone, this is Ivory Bird. This is probably take 10. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Um, if I can get this done before Father's Day ends. Today we're doing another um, line work over traditional and then a baseline sketch. That took me quite a bit longer than it should have, but I did it between dinner and hangout time with the family, so Uh, today we're doing Nougami Neuro. Whenever it zooms back out, you'll be able to see him in all his glory before he gets finished. He is from the series Majin Tante Nougami Neuro, which is probably one of my favorite series, and it's a tragedy that I haven't done more fan art for this, but I've done a couple. So, um, this series is about Yako and Neuro, who are detectives, as well, really it's him that's a detective, that and he's a demon that feeds off of mysteries, and she's just sort of kind of his host, because they have that kind of parasite host relationship where he's kind of using her to find mysteries, and because he doesn't want the fame and a lot of eyes on him, he kind of gives her all of the credit, and which I really enjoy because it the characters have really great relationships, and it's one of those series that you can't really fault because it's unique in its own way, because like series I I just recently finished this Akame ga Kill. uh it kind of steps away from the cliche anime ideas where you've got this male character who is at the forefront, who everybody thinks is awesome, and he's got this girl sidekick that's kind of bumbling and whatnot. Even though Yako is kind of bumbling sometimes, she's very intelligent, she's very empathetic, she's understanding of humanity a little bit more than a lot of people are in the series. And that's why I really like the series, is because you've got these endearing characters, you've got these endearing themes that don't for the time frame that this series was made, was really good. Horrible choice of words, but it's one of those series that you're going to really enjoy because it's fresh. It's really a breath of fresh air in the anime, in the anime fandom, in the community. I don't see a lot of fans for it, and I don't see a lot of the fandom anymore, because this series was, I believe, circa 2006, if I'm right. Um, so it's kind of on the older side because it is almost 10 years old now. They never dubbed it, to my knowledge, and I'm kind of glad for that because Neuro's voice is amazing. I mean, you can't do like with Get Backers and did with Akabane Kurodo, where they had a really awesome Japanese voice actor and a very awesome English voice actor. What they did with that series was magic, even though tragically it's not a very popular series either, but it's also one of my favorites. Um, with this series, though, you've got the male character who is basically giving all the glory to the female character. You've got the police detectives that kind of work inadvertently with Neuro and Yako. You've got this almost cliche uh, Yakuza guy who works with Neuro and Yako, that kind of is nice. He's nice to her, but in a very passive aggressive way. Um, and with Neuro, especially, his relationship with each character is very definable, and and that's what I really like about it, is that a lot of the relationships with the characters are very in depth and very, very definable. They're they're easy to enjoy, and without feeling like all it is about romance. You know, there's not a lot of chemistry romance wise in the series, other than maybe a little bit with one of the characters, if I can remember right. Sorry, I have to look it up right quick. I just had the page up. Higuchi, who is the hacker guy of the series, you know, there might be a little bit of possible chemistry between them. At least that's kind of what I saw, but in reality, the only relationship Yako wants is with food. And I really kind of like that, because it kind of gives her, like, at least in the series wise, I haven't read much of the manga because I'm not a big manga reader. Strike me down, but I'm not. um, she seems very uninterested in relationships that she could possibly be asexual or aromantic. At least in my mind, you know, people can define Yako however they want, gender or sexual orientation wise. But, you know, a lot of people like to put Yako and Neuro together, and Yako or Sasazaku together. But, you know, that's all shipping. That's all gray area shipping. Um, you know, the series has really, really awesome characters. You've got great villains. You've got characters that you can empathize with. You've got characters that you feel sorry for. Um, one of my other favorite characters, and I hate to say that it's the the white hair guy, weird attraction to character white thing that I have, but Phantom Thief Sai or Kaito X, that character, um, the whole aesthetic of white hair and crazy eyes aside, Kaito X's personality and everything really is incredibly compelling. And he I say he, I know that there's no defined gender for Sai, but his abilities and his story is all really compelling. And in the anime series, I always felt extreme empathy for him, and I could never just, you know, find anything distasteful, other, you know, aside from the fact that he was really, really heinous. But at the same time, you know, he didn't understand why he was that way, because he constantly lost his memories. Um, and the whole, how the story unfolds with his character and associated with Yako and her family. And it just, the series really puts together a great story. So I definitely want to recommend that you check that out.